And I know before you guys start, oh, not another WPL D12 review. Well, that's exactly what this is. Just got this on Amazon, okay? Haven't opened it up yet. You guys are doing this with me. First time seeing it, so here goes nothing. Now the reason I bought this, a lot of you guys, the buy RCs know, I'm kind of into the scaling thing, but it can be kind of addicting, right? So I've jumped around from drift cars to short course trucks to scale crawlers, everything like that. And I saw this pop up and I thought this was really cool. Of course, they've been around for a while. Great value for the money, but we're gonna see just how nice these things actually are, if they're worth buying it, and maybe, you know, you guys can form your own opinions about it, but maybe, you know, you guys find something that you really enjoy. So here goes nothing. It's actually really cool. So this is the box, just looking at it real quick. It's very well printed. Everything looks professional on here. For a company that started out, when I was buying, my first WPL was one of those military style trucks, and this was back 2017, 2018. So when I bought that, very cheap feeling. I don't want to bash anything, but it definitely wasn't this kind of box that it came in. So this looks really nice. What I'm expecting is possibly, when we get inside, maybe some nicer chassis and feel from what I've seen before from this company. I'm very impressed with this. It actually reminds me of like a hang long 1/16 tank, the box style. So of course it's another Chinese company that makes RC tanks. But let's cut this open here. Where's the opening? Okay, this already looks kind of cool. Not gonna lie. All right. Now this is supposed to be ready to run too, so if you guys are looking into these, this was $69.99 on Amazon. They say it comes with a lithium-ion battery. It should have a receiver. It should be ready to rock. They are only rear-wheel drive. Don't be fooled by other ones you see that you may Google, things of that sort. Those ones you see with the mud tires, usually people have done conversions. You can buy mud tires as an accessory for these, but it's still going to be rear-wheel drive unless you do some heavy mods. Now, this is the package here. I'm going to cut this open so you guys can see this better, because I'm sure the camera and the light are bouncing right off of this thing. So here's the controller. From what I can see so far, it's like a rubberized coating on the plastic. Sticker quality, it's, you know, you get what you pay for. It looks like just a stuck-on sticker on the receiver. Not very heavy. Of course, it doesn't have the batteries yet, but still not a lot of weight to this. Very light. And here it appears we have our charger and some parts, as well as stickers. I believe this is like the mirrors and stuff that go on here. And then we have our owner's manual. And of course the beauty itself. Right there, guys. Now this is my first time seeing it, and actually, as much as I may not seem like it, I am stoked. I'm like a kid in a candy store about this. I've just read things online, people doing other reviews that I've seen, and it's a solid scaler. For being a 1/10 scale, this is the same as like your drift cars, your crawlers, anything of that sort. My first impression here, looking at it, let's do a little looks over. So it's got a micro detailed interior dash. I'm actually going to get this camera to show you guys. All right. So you look inside of there, we got faux gauge cluster, little shifter, steering wheel, seats. We're just going to go over exterior first. We've got a glossy paint job on here, which for most real K trucks in real life, you're not going to have a glossy finish unless it was the day it was built. A lot of these things are rough. But looking at this, I do enjoy the fact that the handle is separate. It's like a little black piece of plastic. That's cool. Go around to the rear. We got a rear window there. No side windows, front windshield. Wipers. Of course, we have our headlights, which do actually light up, which you'll see here in a little bit. And then we got the front bumper with the little markers, as well as a plate mount. Tailgate is fixed. We have our taillights there, so that doesn't fold down. I know I had a lot of question about that myself, whether or not that folded down initially doing this. For the rear, we're just going to start looking at the chassis here. Looks like we got a leaf spring suspension. That's really cool on how that operates because it feels like a real axle. We've got our driveline, which appears to be just plastic, okay? But it is bolted on here, so it's not going to slip off. Let's see. Pretty easy to turn. Up here, we have our front A-arm suspension with our, what I've researched and found, it's a torsion arm suspension. So there's actually no spring in there. If you look, it's actually just this little torsion rod that you can see up in there. But that gives it front suspension. We have our power switch, and then the rumored battery location, which is right here. You're supposed to turn this, and there it is. There's our small lithium battery in there, which probably needs a little bit of a charge, I'm sure. But they do come with a bit of charge to begin with. So, we'll get that out. We'll see if this thing powers up in a few minutes. But then to close your battery tray, this little wheel, you rotate that shut, just like that. Rotate and open. So that's pretty fun. I'm going to set this back down. Alright. So there's that. I really like this so far. I'm not looking to do anything extreme with it. I'm not looking to drift it. I'm not looking to do the crawler thing. At least not yet. But for now, I just thought this would be fun. We don't have a lot of give on the back. It's kind of soft. The front, we've got a bit more. But I thought this would be fun to drive around local car meets. Maybe put my GoPro up on here and just kind of record the car meets driving around with this little Kei truck. I think it's kind of funny, kind of meme-worthy. I tried to buy some stickers for it. If I have time, I'll show you guys. But the stickers look almost too big for this machine. So I don't know if I'm actually going to stick those on. So we're going to cut over to see what's in the bag here. Alright, so here's the contents of our bag right here. Okay. I've seen this is the roll bar, which mounts onto there. It is a press-on style. We have our charger for our battery, whoops, which appears just to be a USB style plug for our lithium battery. They say this thing takes, I think, 3 hours to charge or so. It doesn't say on here, but this battery full charge in 3 hours. We do have our mirrors right here. We have the mirror glass, which is actually, they're metal. They're reflective on one side. You have to peel off the coating, which we'll put those on. We have some extra, I don't know what these are, suspension components, drive shaft parts here, and these are lenses that will go right there. And then we'll put our decals on. So that's what we have in there, as well as this faux battery tray. That gets the stickers over here. I'll show you in a second. We got our WPL Dragon stickers, window stickers, whatever you want to do with them. And then over here we have our sticker sheet. There is a faux battery, so it looks like the battery in the side of the machine. We have our markers front. We have our taillights, side markers, as well as different numbers and letters, a blank tag, a WPL D tag, and then these look like some faux registration stickers for the window. So those come free of charge with the WPL kit. So I'm actually going to put the camera back up over here and going to start putting the mirrors on here, and you guys can see how all that goes together. So one of my you get what you pay for things, it looks like, and I didn't realize this until now, a door handle is missing. So, luckily, you could buy parts for these all day long, but I'm going to have to get a little replacement door handle on that side. This side is in, this side is missing. So, we will have to just look on eBay and See if we can get another one there. They look like they just press in. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Let's see if it'll... So, probably just fell out, probably when they were building it. I haven't found it anywhere on the floor, in the box, anywhere that is with me. So, just part of that. Again, $70. Didn't expect it perfect. You can get a lot of $70 RCs at Walmart that kind of suck compared to this. But this is kind of our full walk around. Got our markers. Got our ones down there. Got this front plate piece. Side marker. And then the rear tag and markers. So, let's put a battery in this, see what it does. Okay, so I'm going to put the battery in here. Now, I will keep you guys informed here, okay? Putting the battery in this thing's kind of a pain in the butt. I'm going to pause it, and you guys get the idea. It's in there. All right. Any of you guys familiar with RCs now? When starting these up, okay, you need to turn on the receiver first. So, this is kind of a trial by error. All right, so we're going to turn on the receiver here. Put some double A's in here. It does not come with double A's. Okay, we're blinking. All right. I'll flip the truck over. We got lights flashing, then they go solid. Our radio is now solid. Oh shoot. We got something here, guys. Okay, so I'm just creeping on the throttle. So it's cool because it's actually got a responsive throttle. So if I'm just doing, makes this weird noise. Progressive steering. That's a good sign, guys. See that right there? It only steers how much I want it to steer. Now, rumor has it, there's a button here for turn rate. Okay. We click T rate. It's supposed to change how that steers. So let's see. Let's click that and see if there's any change. No? I didn't see anything there. Oh, there we go. Oh, shoot. Okay. It's this one that says S rate is steering, T is throttle. Okay. So that is hard cut. As soon as I press S rate, we go back. Actually, we will show you here. So this is full cut. Cuts hard. Okay, for S rate, I heard there was a throttle. Whoa. Holy crap. Okay. Wow. Thing's got some get up. Okay, so that's throttle rate. Let's put it down one. Okay, there we go, guys. Scare the Roomba. That's regular throttle. So then we're going to put our throttle rate up. A lot more. Now let's try to pair that with the upgraded steering rate. Okay, so it's even harder cut steering now. Okay, so my opinion on that, it's got a lot of power for a brushed motor. We can adjust our trim here, which I think is cool, which we're going to go outside and do that in just a minute here. Also, I want to see how much light those lights are really putting out. But boy, oh boy, we're going to put that throttle rate back down because that sucker's wild. And we're going to put our steering rate back to normal. So we'll go test this outside now. Okay, so already, we're gonna turn this off real quick. It's got some decent light protection for just having little halogen style LEDs that are like yellow. Of course, we need to buy the lighting kit so we can do the rest of it, but I'm gonna turn this back on. Let's turn our trim. Have to turn our trim a lot. Still pulling left. Now it's pulling right. It's got more of a left bias, guys. I'm kind of picky in between. Okay, so this regular speed. Okay, we are going to put our throttle up. Let's see. It's trying to flip. Let's put our steering rate. Whoa, trying to flip. Alright. I'm pleased with that. Alright. And again, you can see that steering rate here. Ready? Big difference. So we're going to put that back. We're going to put the throttle back down. We're going to try it in the grass. See how far we can get. The throttle down, steering down, and then we'll try steering up, throttle up. Okay, we're kind of getting stuck on the deep grass. Put throttle up. I know we've got a lot of like mossy grass over here. Let's turn the steering right up. Not loving it. Alright, so mossy grass it can handle. It's this thick stuff it can't get over. This ends up doing a burnout in it. Again, I told you guys, this thing isn't, it's two-wheel drive. This is more just for fun, driving around, car shows, things of that sort. It's not supposed to be a crawler, per se. So, side note, before we go in, it's okay in dirt. It does well in dirt, mulch, stuff like that. It does okay again in that mossy grass. Let's see if I can get it to... Yeah. It's doing okay. It's just this tall grass that it doesn't like. So I did manage to kill it. Not in a bad way. Battery's just dead. But it does start flashing batteries and kind of throw itself into safe mode. So the lights start going and it just stops driving. If you switch it off, then switch it back on. It will start driving again, but die and do this flashing thing right away, which does keep your wheels locked in whichever direction. So make sure if it dies, to turn it on, you can set your wheels back straight because the servo kind of stops where it is. So after being outside, running it through its paces, with the charge the battery head from the factory, I got roughly about 10 minutes of use on that. Now, it's kind of here nor there. It wasn't a ton of abuse. It wasn't a ton of throttle. It was kind of a good mix, but little battery, small battery. I did buy an upgraded one. Okay, they're $16 on Amazon for, I think it's a 2000 milliamp, whereas the factory one I believe is only a 900 milliamp. So that's going to get you some more power. It's going to also get you a longer run time on this. Okay, double A's for the remote, not included in the box. So you're going to have to include your own double A's. But besides that, there is a lot worse things you can spend $70 on. Now, is this for the basher? Not necessarily. It didn't do well in tall grass. Okay, we know it can handle some dirt, it can handle some gravel, it can even handle concrete pavement perfectly fine. But as soon as you start to get into some deeper stuff, it's going to struggle. Okay, so if you're looking to go running across the grass and jump it, not the case. Maybe on pavement you might be able to hit some stuff, but again, your chassis is all plastic, so you got to keep that in mind. There's not a whole lot of metal down here. There's metal upgrades, but you break these, you're gonna be out some more money. Is it for the drifter? No. I mean, you can convert it and you can turn it into a drift car if you want. And that's something that would take a little bit more work. But out of the box, probably not gonna make a great drift car, only because you got a lot of weight bias on the front and these are gonna spin a lot. Okay, you're gonna have a lot of wheel spin. Now, you can make it do some donuts, which we saw outside, which is pretty fun, and inside over here. And as you know, it's got great turning radius, probably the best I've seen of any side, like little RC like this. But again, if you were looking for scalability, if you're a big fan of building models, this is a perfect option for you. It really reminds me of a lot of the FSM products, such as the Toyota FJ, the Volkswagen Bug. I believe they have like a Kubelwagen or Volkswagen thing. That reminds me of that style RC. So it's a functioning RC that's great to scale. It's got a nice hard body on there, very detailed for what it is, down to the wheels. I mean, those look really awesome. And I think this is where this really finds its home. It's going to be the thing that if you show up to an RC event, if you're into RC drifting, RC rock crawling, it's going to be that fun little thing that's driving around that everybody's like, oh, look at that. Now, there's tons of accessories they make for this, and I'm going to be buying a few of them down the road here. We'll show you guys. But there's so many different things I've already researched on this that you can upgrade this to. There's lighting kits. There's sound kits that are actually WPL products. So you can make it sound like it's a diesel engine or a gas engine. So it adds to the realism. We got cages, there's bumpers, there's all sorts of things that you can do. They even sell more of an off-road style tire. Again, not that it's going to excel off-road by just changing the tire out, but it would definitely help maybe getting over some of those grass, those tall grass portions or those rougher areas that you're trying to drive over. But this is awesome for the scaler. I really would like to buy more than one of these. I just don't have the room for them. But I highly recommend it for anybody looking for a fun RC, just to even get into RC driving. This would be an excellent choice. Again, there's a lot of worse options that you can buy off of Amazon that are complete junk that I have seen and watched reviews on. Hell, one guy bought one from Walmart and it was broken in a matter of minutes. So this is cool. We're gonna do, down the road, we'll kind of update you guys and see if I break anything on this, what we can do for accessories. And if I'm feeling ballsy, I may switch the motor out, but to be honest, the motor in here is already pretty quick, and I could see myself losing control over this pretty fast if I had a more powerful motor. So, thanks for watching, guys. Of course, always subscribe. I do weird stuff, automotive, collect Hot Wheels, we do RC stuff, we go to car shows, car meets. So, I'll keep you guys informed, and Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.